What's up, everyone? It's your boy Showtimedr. I should totally be in bed right now, but I wanted to give you guys one more video. I posted some of the summons that I got. I got really lucky, and I was surprised by this game. I was very surprised by this game, so I want to share with you guys my thoughts on Astral Chronicles. Wasn't on my radar. I just barely knew about it. Had to get convinced to play it. And I was pleasantly surprised, so I'll tell you guys the stuff I experienced with this game, the things I like. It's kind of going to be a little bit rough to get all into, and I'm definitely not an expert at this at all, but let me just show you here. So first of all, there is a ton of free stuff, and I know most YouTubers will tell you that, but in this game, just all over the place when you start playing this, there's free stuff here, free stuff here, free stuff here, free stuff here. In social sometimes, honor, there's free stuff. And there's like one or two other menus. It's just insane. So, also one thing I want to do, I might as well do it at the beginning of the video. Oh, I forgot to freaking link the guide in that other video. Oops. I'll have to go back and do that. Not this. Actually, yeah, that if you want to friend me, I'm on server 4, SLOWTIMEDR. That was my reroll name. Maybe at some point I'll change my name back, but it costs too much. Yeah, so there's my ID, there's my whatever. If you want to friend me, you're on server 4. Also benefits. If you guys start playing the game, and if I'm the person that turned you onto it, would you mind giving me the invite thing? Here it is right here. I guess I'll just have to put a copy of it. GJ lowercase I 6PN. You know, I'll post that somewhere, but pretty much when you use this code, you can only use one other person's code when you get it, so you could use your friends or whatever. But if people use your code, you get more of this, like all these rewards, and if they recharge, if they happen to pay money in the game, you get some more stuff, so that's there for you. Pretty awesome thing right there. So I'll try to post that in the description as well. So first thing, like I was saying about the rewards, they have a little charge thing right there. It reminds me of Langrissers. Eventually, it's going to open up day 7. I believe there's 14 days to do this. You keep doing the quest, and I still got some to do here. But you keep doing the quest, you get a point every time you do a quest, and you keep unlocking more and more things. So, yeah, there's so much stuff to get into. This is the fodder unit in this game. Vive girls, which is pretty funny. Actually, no, it's not the fodder unit. My fault. There is a, that's a different thing. I'll have to show you later. And this is the SSR healer Kamiko you get after doing 72 quests, and she's apparently best healer in the game, but good luck getting dupes for her. So, other stuff that I like. The story is really good. If you've ever played Chrono Trigger, it's kind of got that another Eden vibe. Amazing story. Quick synopsis. I won't go too far into spoilers, but time is very much a theme in this game, as is destiny. Which, you know, those two always seem to go together. The beginning story is just amazing. What happens from the tutorial all the way to the first chapter, and then the first chapter kind of happens again. I won't spoil it, but pretty funny, pretty amazing stuff, and all the different witchcraft and magic academies and stuff in this game. And it's got humor. It's got some interesting characters. Really funny stuff here. Like, let me show you my party real quick. Now, I got really lucky. I got Athena on my first pull, who's really good. Caster, Ice Caster, I believe. No, Fire Caster, my bad. Ouroboros on my second pull, who's a tank with that, when he goes to 0, he's invincible for a little bit, and then he regens health. And then I got Newton here. Newton and Athena are both 2 of the top rerolls in the game. Newton is more of a water caster, but she has lots of freeze, lots of CC, so she's pretty awesome. Now, one of the coolest parts about this game, though, is that at the beginning of the game, you can pick with your character what class you want to be. And in this case, this guy's kind of a rogue, but eventually you get a quest where you can unlock class change. So look at this. And they literally call it all for one, which is hilarious. I guess it's not here. Well, anyways, so you can at any time go from Warrior, which is kind of the rogue class, Guardians tank, Rangers ranger, Sorcerer, Cantor's your healing class. And when you do change the class, if you notice, you know, it gives you like a little preview, but so let's say I'm gonna go to my mastery here. For every other character, it's just one tree, but you can master whichever trees you want and as much of the stuff as you want. There's skill exchange. You can take skills from some of the heroes that you draw and put them on your main character. It's nuts. You could literally do whatever class you want. Like, you could change things up and get powers from different parts of the class. And your main character is basically, you know, it's Kakashi, it's all for one. It's just insane. So, and the equipment changes and all the other stuff changes. It's just pretty crazy. So, but right now I'm building up Warrior on him. Mainly because I have a bunch of casters in a tank. So I need a physical DPS. And there's all for one right there. So, and then when you change, it memorizes your gear and your setup, so you don't have to like go and like really change anything unless you want to. Now, I'll give you an example of that right here. So, my equipment, there's all my equipment I had on when I was a warrior, or excuse me, yeah, I'm a warrior now. And if I go back to my tank, it'll go back to the exact way my equipment was when I was a tank. Now, as far as gear goes, there's lots of legend gear that you get from various quests and chests and stuff like that. The legend gear in this game, it has little things, like in this case, casting active skills can restore 10% of your lost HP. I don't know, that's probably not 100% proc, but it does help me because I also have... Oh, I don't think this was the one. Here it is. Gets burned whenever casting a skill, but crit chance will increase by 30% and crit damage by 50%. So it's just like, yeah, I need that regen because I'm burning myself. And burn in this game, it's like this rolling dot that hits really hard. The farther it's going, just keeps hitting harder and harder and harder. And just the gearing on this game is pretty fun, pretty good. And there's a bunch of other upgrade things. That thing I showed you earlier with the phase. These things, the phase, they themselves can be enchanted to give like more strength or whatever. And this tree, it opens up more. The more that the higher your level is, I don't know, there's no way to show it, but essentially it'll give you the, okay, at this level you can get this. And just a tree like that. There's also a passive upgrade tree. It's a little different on the other characters. There's gear systems. There's just really cool stuff here. But just to show you some of the other crazy characters in this game, Baham Meowth. Like Bahamut and Meowth. Pretty funny stuff. Turns out that this, where is she? I think it's Maid Betty. Maid Beta is actually the best SR healer in the game, and you can get, if you're lucky, you'll get a couple copies of her early. Dupe, she basically sacked to other characters for increased stat percentages, which I actually need to do, because, well, anyway, so just some pretty fun, pretty stuff. So let's go ahead, I'll go through, start playing the game a little bit so you guys can see what's going on. Talk to her. Oops. Sorry, I made it too loud. Story's pretty charming. There's lots of colors, palettes I've noticed in this game as well. Actually makes it pretty fun. It's actually just a really charming game. Like, it's hard to describe, but I'm actually just having lots of fun with it. You found me out. Greener. I'm trying to bluff my way through this, I can't. Yeah, whatever. I was screwed either way. But the music's actually pretty fun in this game too. I did a whole stream with this game for like hours and I just left the game music on. Now, one of the other things that kind of attracts me to this game, there's no stamina bar. There are set number of like farming dungeons and stuff you can do, and there's co-op, there's guilds, but everything's server based, so you have to be on the same server, and you can switch accounts with your or servers with your account, but it resets your account. So you know you need to try to get that stuff all set up beforehand. But basically, advice I'd give early in the game, just say yes to everything. A lot of the side quests early in the game unlock either different dungeons or different passive skills or passive upgrades or gear upgrades. So try to do as many of the passive things as you can, because eventually when you're doing the main quest, it'll lock you out because you're not a certain level. Alright, so let's see. Oh, Bubble. I know Bubble. Bubble's a cool dude. Let's see if we can find some combat so you guys can see the combat. The combat's the only thing that I'm looking at and I'm like, you know, late game, that might get really complicated. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like, you're gonna have to do like a lot of manual stuff. There's pathing for quests, so you don't ever have to worry about getting lost, but there is also lots of stuff to explore, like hidden chests, hidden quest NPCs. So there's always that type of thing, although usually they'll kind of give you a heads up of, hey, you should investigate XYZ. Alright, so here's an example of the combat. Oh, real quick, I'll go back and show you guys some of the skills, the way that some of the skills work, so you guys can see. As you can see, there's auto. These are all the cooldowns. You can draw these symbols if you're doing automatic to cast the skills, so you could be like this, or you could be like that. You know, you could do the circle, whatever. And there's different modifications as to where the skills will end up based on where you draw it, or like exactly where you draw it, or not within like a range of where you draw it. That's pretty crazy. So if you want, you can click follow, and all your guys will come to you, even though, in this case, they're casters, so that was actually a bad idea. But they'll go back if they're in danger, so that's pretty cool. Now you can also take control. You can decide, this is the move reticle right here, so you can decide, okay, I'm gonna go right, because there's a big AoE or whatever coming. And then you can get a report, although I screwed it up. But combat's very interesting, though. That is one thing I do like about it. And the no stamina bar thing's cool, too, because I don't have to worry about, oh, I can only farm at this time. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I gotta wait for it to recharge. It's just a really good, really charming game. I'm surprised. And, you know, tomorrow I'm right back at it, trying out Alune Heroes for you guys and see if I like it. And man, if I like Alune Heroes and I like this game, I'm in trouble. I'll be in trouble. But okay, so let me show you some of the ways skills work. We'll check. Newton's actually a good example, so we'll take her. So there's passives and there's actives here. Now, small amount of water damage. Additional water damage if the attack critically strikes. For ulti, large amount of water damage. Applies frozen for 2.5 seconds. And Newton's like a CC machine here, so water damage. And a line inflicts shackle. Shackle makes it so that they can't move. I think it's 5-second cooldown or so. And then she has a stun over here. And then she has extreme chill, which greatly decreases move speed. And then her passive, upon receiving fatal blow, ignores the damage, recovers 30% HP, and increases 100% resistance within 2 seconds, triggers once every 60 seconds. So it's a nice little bonus mitigation there. Damage dealt to enemy targets 8 meters away increases by 10. So farther away she is from them, more damage. Convert 15% of water resistance from equipment into all resistance in combat. All resistance is like all the elements, pretty much. Skill cooldown, and then eventually most characters, it looks like they get another passive they eventually unlock here. We'll just have to see about that, but... And then there's costumes. I don't know if Newton has one. Yeah, she doesn't. But, you know, there's costumes. As far as I've seen, there is a costume farming dungeon, but I either haven't unlocked it or I don't know, possibly I did it and I just missed it. Whatever happened there. And then like usually when you go down here, like I said, the quests that are underneath, not the main quest, they're gonna help you open farming paths or just be rewards in general. Suspicion rate 86%. Alright, I guess we're fighting her. I got a pretty good squad right now. Now, I haven't seen archers in this game. I heard they got nerfed a bit. But we'll see how this goes. So I'll do a manual this time. Oops. So the move reticle's here. And then, like I said, you draw the skills. And look, there goes that skill. Now I'm gonna draw this. Ulti, you can hit up. Get the characters to do them. And, you know, you can also do semi-auto, so it'll cast all your regular skills, but you will have to activate the ultimates. And then there's full auto. As far as I've seen on the HP bar, times 100 is the most a boss can have. So, you know, it's not going to be like Final Fantasy 12, where it's like times whatever it was, 5,000. And the gearing actually seems to be pretty interesting in this, which is another reason I'm pretty excited about this game. And there just seems to be a lot to do in general. Now, we'll see, you know, in a couple weeks how we feel about that, but, you know, as long as they don't drown me with events like Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, I think I'll be happy with that. The little puppet thing they got going on in this game's pretty funny, too. Oh, man. But anyways, yeah, there's a forge system. There's guilds. You got a cat house. I mean, what more do you want? And then there's like a little exchange thing, so you can exchange. Load it up here. There's an auction house. Apparently I haven't unlocked yet. There's fishing in the game, which is its own mini game apparently, and someone was telling me you can actually get lots of XP there on auto pretty easily. Arena coin shop, so exchanges there. Haven't unlocked the PvP yet. And then there's a regular shop. So the regular shop, it's pretty much, these are like the hero summon tickets. You can buy X amount a day, but you know, 500, so whales can go crazy if they want, but I'll go ahead and just keep buying those for now. Now this is item tickets. I'm sitting on those because I'm gonna wait until I'm high level, so I could just get that, and I'm sure all this other stuff, transmog probably is exactly as it sounds. Truth mirror, what does that do? Can be used to probe an unknown path in the cosmic cave. Okay, never been there, don't know where that is. Cosmic stones. Oh yeah, so here's the garment shop. So, I guess I didn't farm it. Eventually, somehow you can farm these, is what I'm told. I don't know for sure. You can get some of these costumes they got available now. And then as far as your farming dungeons go, you just hit map. And like, so far I've managed to do these two. Gonna unlock another one at 25. Let's see, because they actually had, here's some more gearing stuff for you guys to see if you manage to get the legendary stuff. So, Immortal Legacy, Ranger Quiver. Each skill casting increases whole team's attack speed by 1% for 7 seconds. Effect stacks up to 10 times. And then Hypnotic Tune, Puppet. Attack has a chance to imprison, root, stun, silence the enemy. They look pretty amazing stuff there. That's the healer. Shield, 25% chance to weaken when blocking successfully. Reduce their all resist by 25. You know, just some really fun stuff, like fun gear stuff here on the legendaries. When HP is below 25, increase own damage and damage reduction by 25. Ignore 30% of target's overall resistance. As a caster, attacking has a 10% chance to root the enemy. I actually have one of these, using it on my current tank. I recover 10% max HP when casting skills. I think I have that too. Attack speed of Cross of Light increases by 20%. I guess that's a Chanter skill. I have those too. Every enemy killed restores 10% of max HP. When not moving, increase crit damage by 5% per second. Really good for casters. Effect can stack up to 20 times, so basically 100% crit once you get that going. Causing damage, there's a chance to curse the enemy, reducing their attack. Increase overall resistance by level times 1.5, and ignore 15% of the target's resist. It's like just some really cool stuff. There's 2 times tickets, so you can get 2 times the loot. There's co-op here. Haven't managed to do a co-op yet, but seems really good. Now this activity thing, when I started the day, it was at 20, and it's 7. So activity, as long as it lasts, and you see here if I do hard, it goes to 2, and I'm sure this goes even higher. But I can't do hell right now. Once you run out of activity things, the loot dramatically becomes worse, pretty much. So you kind of have to pick your poison on what you want to farm and what you want to go for. And that's kind of the limiter in this game versus energy, which I'm cool with, because, you know, once I've done something enough times, I'm done with it. But, you know, you don't have to grind, like, super all day, unless, I don't know if there's, like, something that adds to it, maybe, like a reset or something. But anyways, I'm gonna do this dungeon for you guys, because this dungeon actually gets me close to death every time. And then I'll probably just leave it there. Plenty of other cool reasons to play this game, but just off the top of my head, what I'm enjoying about it. Now this dungeon, these guys right here, they don't bother me too much, but once the boss comes, holy shit. He's got this poison that's just like insane. And then you'll see my tank, he'll actually have to proc his extra life thing. Or not extra life, he'll go to 0 and start regenning and be invincible. Oh, they're still going. They gotta clear this pack. Oh, sorry about that, I hit the mic. They gotta hit this pack, and then, or clear this pack. And then they'll be done. Or not done, sorry, they'll be at the boss pack. So there is a timer, so you do have to clear it in a fairly timely manner. Get that scrub. Alright, so now here comes the boss level. Welcome to the boss level! Hey, watch. They're gonna piss him off at some point with an AoE. Yep, there he goes. Now watch. This is my tank right here in the middle. Watch his health. It takes him a little bit, but watch. Here we go. Damn, my health's going down too. Dude, I don't have like a regen. I guess everyone's just focusing me. Oh, I do have lifesteal though. And it's probably my stupid proc that's making me crit too, killing me. Wish I could see what all these buffs and debuffs did. Oh wait, I did there. How'd I do that? There we go. Well, anyways, looks like I'm doing okay now. Usually he wrecks me. Yeah, there's that poison again. And now we just gotta clean up. So. Wow, that's way better than I did like an hour ago. I'll probably just farm this out with the rest of my charges and then call it a night. And hopefully figure out more about the game tomorrow. Ooh, I got legendary. What'd I get? Bard's Mercy, Sorcerer, Legend Staff. Recover 10% of max HP when casting each skill. Okay, I'll give that to my super caster because she seems to go attract a lot of unwanted attention. I'm gonna save my ×2 tokens though for when I'm farming like the super high level dungeons, whatever the max level is in this game. I haven't figured it out yet. Yeah. Let me go equip that real quick. Yeah, this girl Athena. She pisses them off the most. Although, she already has a legendary one. Water and fire damage. She does fire damage mostly. Ah, it's not really an upgrade. Damage-wise. No. Because that one has the fire damage, this one does not. I'd rather have her doing damage, so maybe I'll give it to Miss Watercaster here. Oh, she's not high enough level yet. Quick a boost. Oh yeah, so one of the other cool things I found, so check this out. The 8s and the 6s and stuff, that's not for the weapon, but for the gear slot. So you never, I mean, there is a weapon upgrade system, but you never have to worry about this not affecting whatever weapon you're currently holding. It's always going to affect it, like, let me, I have no idea what the hell this is. Get out of here. So let me, like, replace this, right? Let's say... Yeah, you see, there's still the 8 there. So even though... So essentially, that's pretty cool. And then the more higher you get these slots, you start to get all these passive buffs. Right here. Let me go ahead. Oh yeah, by the way, that also works for your main hero on like all of his classes, so that's pretty cool. Apparently we got upgrades. I guess I'll see what this does. What the hell? Valiant Pendant. Wow, that's way better. How did I not see that? Crit damage plus 40.63. What's this Hero Pion stuff? Oh, that's a set. Okay, so that's a set. So yeah, there's sets in this game too, so you can have set bonuses. Every legendary equipment you wear increases your attack by 5%. I hope I find that. Alright, well that's cool. What else we got here? See if there's a big upgrade for anybody. Alright, well it looks like I'm content to just farm this freaking dungeon for the rest of the night. Anyways guys, I'll just do one more. I won't make you sit through a bunch of them. But yeah, I'm having lots of fun with this game, so... might as well go for it. Now, you don't always get a legendary drop, if you guys are wondering that. So that was actually my first or second one I've gotten from this dungeon. I want this character, because there's a ghost twin. They're 2 characters. I want to see that. That actually looks pretty cool. Hopefully I'll get to see her at some point. Or them. I guess technically 2 characters. Oh, that reminds me, I need to upgrade the guide or upload the guide for that one video. Alright, I'm gonna go start putting that in right now. Let auto handle this ish. Put it in the video and I'll put it in comments. Hey guys, it might lag a bit because I'm loading freaking YouTube. I miss the days when YouTube used to not suggest videos over the comments. I hate that now. Oh well, that's the way it goes. On YouTube, freaking load. Oh my god, it loaded another video. What jerks. These guys. The heck, it did it again? No, it didn't. What the hell? This is weird, like I have my video up, but it loaded video comments from another video. Oh well, hey, I got another legendary. Totally clicked it off though. Oops. Alright guys, so that'll be it for me, so hopefully this will, you know, if you like it, you want to give it a shot, let me know. I also post my digits in all the videos too, so if you guys want to do the support or add me as a friend or whatever, I'd appreciate that as well. And if this is the first time seeing me, yo, I'm Showtime Doctor, Showtimedr. This is my YouTube. You can hit like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Also, we got a link to my Twitch, streaming this game yet today, link to my Discord, got a tab for this game. Yada, yada, yada. So, see you later. Peace.